What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about?
All right. I know what I want to talk about. What's up, the WrestleMania channel? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for getting me over 1,000 subs. But looks like we have the main event for WrestleMania set up. I guess. Let's get on right on with it. Let's get with the ending segment of Raw. Let's start with that, with the ending segment of Raw. Like, sure, subscribe, comment below. Let's just start off with the ending. We're not going to go in order. Okay? So let's just start with the ending. Ending start off, well, we finally got it. Roman Reigns chooses his WrestleMania opponent. Okay? Chooses his WrestleMania opponent. And it is CM Punk. Roman Reigns and CM Punk. And back and forth, passionate promos between the two. CM Punk going over the history with Roman Reigns a little bit. The similarities, the comparisons, tells Roman Reigns if it wasn't for him, Roman Reigns would basically be nothing. And also the Paul Heyman factor, all that. Roman, dismissive of all that. Roman, all that. Also says he's the one who signed off on WWE getting back CM Punk. She tells her these, as far as she shook CM Punk's hand like a man. He's the reason why Roman Reigns just let it out. He really said it out. The reason why he hated, the reason why he's choosing CM Punk, it's not because he thinks it's the easy way out to speak or way out. Because he hates CM Punk. He admits he hates CM Punk, and that's why he's choosing CM Punk at WrestleMania, because he hates CM Punk. Okay? Extremely passionate there, right? Extremely passionate with that. So yeah, right away, Roman Reigns and CM Punk won the night. My guess will be night 2 at WrestleMania. That's to me a night 2 WrestleMania. Night 2 is usually the bigger main event, right? The bigger of the two, usually. So that's what probably is. All right, so let's start from the beginning. The beginning, well, the show kicked off with this. Well, kind of. Braun Breaker was out there trashing the announce table. He went up to Corey Graves and Michael Cole and asked him, what are you doing? What do you want? Takes a mic. He's pissed off about what happened to Royal Rumble. Okay, Division come down. Braun Breaker calls out Adam Pearce. Paul Heyman calls out Adam Pearce. Paul Heyman accuses Adam Pearce of conspiring against Braun Breaker yesterday. Adam Pearce is the one who set up Braun Breaker's the sneak attack on Braun Breaker. Okay. And while Adam Pearce was with security, Braun Breaker was up the ramp. The other Division members were attacked by returning LA Knight. Well, on Raw. Returning LA Knight on Raw. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm just checking stuff, guys. Sorry. Okay. Returning LA Knight on Raw. And he attacked Austin Theory and Logan Paul, not Bronson Reed. All right, so that was not what he was supposed to be. Didn't even kick off the announcers. Didn't even say anything about bringing us, the usual stuff. Welcome to my Well, we're here in the city. They're in Philadelphia. If you don't know Philadelphia is one of those towns where, man, the people that they really know is they boost Santa Claus there. So we had the first match of the night. The first match of the night was Devon Evans versus El Grande Americano. Okay, in this match was a long match. You saw the talents of Devon Evans. American Grande Devon Evans was still banged up from last week when when they had to call off the match. Remember, this match was supposed to happen. a week ago or whatever, or 2 weeks ago, whenever Javante was in the Royal Rumble, and he's still feeling the effects from being in the Royal Rumble because he was the longest in the Royal Rumble, in the men's Royal Rumble, at 40 minutes, and he was there with the guys like Brock and Oba and all that. Like, yeah, so he's feeling the effects of that. So this match, he would really focus on that. But things got out of control. All of a sudden, the real American Grande Americano, the Chad Gable version, comes out to distract, and Javon Evans gets the OG cutter and gets the win. Hits it. Okay. Also, what else? What else was there? Okay, Obafemi. Well, Obafemi's making his Raw debut, but apparently Obafemi has a sign on with Raw or SmackDown. So apparently the Usos come out. Okay, the crowd. I think this might have been during a commercial. I don't know, but the Usos come out. Jimmy's back through the crowd. They talk about the match next week. Give American Alpha, American Academy, whatever, Otis and Tozawa a warning. Then they, before that, they cheer on their cousin Roman Reigns. They like bring the title back, Tribal Chiefs, things like that, Tribal Chiefs to the crowd, and hype up the crowd. All right. And then we got the War Raiders. The War Raiders haven't been on TV for weeks, and it seems like that the War Raiders were supposed to have a match, but all of a sudden Obafemi's music hits, and he comes out in the ring, and apparently this wasn't supposed to be the match for Obafemi. Okay? And it wasn't a match. Obafemi just destroyed the War Raiders, and the War Raiders are not small wrestlers. They're huge. They're big, and at times in the past, WWE has made them destroy other tag teams. Obafemi made them look like cruiserweights. Like, my God. Like, they were nothing. And it was to show how dominant Obafemi is. But he hasn't signed on with Raw or SmackDown, rumored to go to Raw. Okay? So then we got the Bellas. Bellas are back. Brie Bella and Nikki Bella are back. You know what I was surprised at me? I thought they would get a louder reaction than they did. Maybe it's a Philly crowd, but I figured they would get a louder reaction. They didn't at all. They got a reaction, but no. Maybe it was just me thinking that they're usually popular, but the crowd didn't really wasn't loud. I don't know. So they come back. Yeah, the Bella twins are back. Also, Nikki, they kind of chanted Cooper because Nikki Bella is dating one of the Philadelphia Eagles' football player, Cooper DeJean. Apparently, that's what apparently was happening. And the Bellas announced they're going after the tag team titles, the women's tag team titles. Funny because it was okay. After the tag team titles. Okay. Madison Dupree was interviewed. So Natty wasn't there. Natty, not Natalia. Natty wasn't there. Madison Dupree was interviewed. And she's frustrated, pissed off. And she rebutted Natty about the training and all that stuff. And how. So next week we're going to have Natty versus Maxim Dupree. Becky Lynch wasn't there. Okay, Natty's made it perfectly clear she's going after a women's title, but Becky Lynch wasn't there. Bailey and Lyra were on the show. Maybe there's some that just giving some wrestlers a bit of a break to heal up from the Royal Rumble and maybe jet lag. I don't know. But Finn Balor, he talks about what he did. Okay, making it clear he's going after CM Punk. CM Punk did mention, as I talked earlier in this video, before turning his attention to rumors about Finn Balor. Okay, that's not done. Roman Reigns has accepted CM Punk's challenge at WrestleMania. Well, challenged CM Punk at WrestleMania. Finn Balor's still in the picture for now. He's got 2.5 months to WrestleMania, so he got time. Who knows? Maybe Finn Balor ends up getting a title shot and becomes champion. Highly doubt it, but who knows? Okay. We got that. Okay. We got a Liv more. We got so next is a Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan. I may miss some things, but there's a Liv Morgan uh, segment. But first, Dominic Mysterio's music hits. Oh, and I forgot to mention this something before. Okay, before the Liv Morgan thing, I forgot these two things. That just came to mind. I can't believe I forget this. Gunther comes down to AJ Styles' music. AJ Styles' music hits, and Gunther comes up, and he does the AJ Styles thing. You know, when AJ Styles goes like this, and he goes like, yeah, he does it, and then Gunther music hits, and he starts talking about Goldberg, John Cena, how, and AJ Styles retired him, and Dragon Lee comes out of nowhere, attacks Gunther, getting the upper hand in Gunther, but in the end, Gunther gets the upper hand. Dragon Lee goes for a kick or something like that, and Gunther has the belt, and then Gunther, oh my God, you should see what he did. He put Dragon Lee in the choke, his move, his choke. Then when the security was getting off, but Gunther was behind the ropes, and security was on Gunther trying to have him let go. He was like hanging. He was having Dragon Lee choked up against the ropes. Like, oh yeah. And then we got Penta versus Bronson Reed in this match. Penta barely got any offense in this match. And Penta didn't win by pin or submission or anything like that. Okay. What happened in this match was a lot of division got involved, right? Distractions. As division was got involved. LA Knight, where the ref was knocked out because the ref was out cold for a bit. Bronson Reed went for a tsunami, but he goes for the pin. The ref is not there. LA Knight managed to get the hold of Bronson Reed, gives him his finisher to Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed couldn't make the 10 count. But Austin Theory and Logan Paul chased LA Knight through the crowd. Braun Breaker wasn't there because Braun Breaker was thrown out once again, told to leave, and he was pissed too because there was actually said Braun Breaker was throwing things. He was pissed. Now I don't hope Adam Pearce is in the I don't want to see Braun Breaker and Adam Pearce. I hope the Mystery Mask Man is somebody. I hope it's Seth Rollins or somebody that's gonna. It's gonna when they reveal it, it's gonna make people shocked who it is. Okay. Then we got Dominic Mysterio returning after being about a month and a half on a hiatus because of his shoulder. When he went at a AAA event. Okay. He comes back and introduces the women's Royal Rumble winner, his girlfriend, Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan doesn't really say much. She hasn't said what title she's going after. And then she calls out Raquel Rodriguez, right? Because Raquel Rodriguez, her friend Raquel Rodriguez, is having a match with Stephanie Vaquer. Now, Raquel Rodriguez confronts Liv about the elimination at the Rumble. That why did you eliminate me? And Liv tried to play out cool and good things. Hey, look at it this way. You're gonna become champion. You're gonna become champion. All right. But Raquel Rodriguez is like, okay, Liv, stay in the back. Okay. So Stephanie Vaquer comes out, and you can tell Stephanie Vaquer was still a little bit hurt, a little bit injured. And it's a street fight, Philadelphia street fight. So weapons, anything's allowed, and they use weapons. They use Raquel Rodriguez is mostly dominance match. Say 80-20, she was dominance match, and she focused on the ankle of Stephanie Vaquer because it's obviously not 100% healed, but she focused on the ankle. She powerbombed Stephanie Vaquer through the table. Looked a little weak. She had a chain on Stephanie Vaquer's ankle, and what else? Candlesticks, another table. Stephanie Vaquer, Hurricanrana, used a Hurricanrana to Raquel Rodriguez to the table. But before that, Stephanie Vaquer did the Devil's Kiss twice to Raquel. The second time on the top of the steel steps. Raquel was going to go Raquel was going to go for her finisher to Stephanie on the steps, but Stephanie reversed it up. And there was a spot where Raquel Rodriguez put a chair in the corner. It set up in the corner, and I think the spot was that Stephanie Vaquer, she was going to push Stephanie Vaquer into the into the chair. Right, ram her into the chair. Stephanie McGear reverses it, where it looks like Raquel Rodriguez is about to bump into it. The thing is, the chair fell off. It fell off and onto the ground. It was onto the floor. It was pretty funny. But Liv Morgan tried to get involved, and Raquel that got distracted. Got distractions. That's where Stephanie McGear got the advantage. Okay. Okay. Stephanie McGear put Raquel on the table. Right, she's gonna go through do a move to Stephanie McGear to the Raquel through the table. Okay. Roxanne got involved. There was a table set up on the outside where Roxanne Perez was pushed off by Stephanie McGear. Raquel Rodriguez is going to look like going to do some suplex or maybe a finisher to Stephanie McGear. And Stephanie McGear managed to hit her Hurricanrana to Raquel Rodriguez to the table and hit one of her finishers to Raquel Rodriguez and wins and retains. Okay? And retains. Okay? I actually thought Raquel Rodriguez is going to win. I did. I fucking did. Okay. Next, I'm not forgetting some things. But next, we got, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns comes out. Philly acknowledged me. And he mentions how he has an up and down history of Philly. He says he won his first title here. And he lost his last title here. It's true. I didn't know he won his first title here in Philly. I knew he lost his last title here in Philly. I didn't know he won here in Philly, his first title. I did not know that. And he mentions the Royal Rumble 10, 11 years ago. Remember when he got booed out of the building with The Rock? All right. And then he calls out CM Punk. Okay. CM Punk music hits. Calls out, right? And then, and then I told you about this. CM Punk, and then I told you about this. Go watch the beginning of the video if you come in late. Okay, all right. What else is there? That's about it, I would say. Yeah. Do me a favor. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys. Take care. Bye.
Too sweet. Sweet. Too sweet. Too sweet.